Man, this is a holiday episode.
What is that supposed to mean, Mike Fuentes?
This shit is mailed in.
What? We don't mail in anything around
Dude,
here.
I'm
we
here.
work.
I'm
Oye,
here
aquí hay
working.
que trabajar.
The episode just started. How could we have mailed it in yet?
I don't even understand.
I can feel it in your look.
Why, because
Why
there's
would you
four of us
announce
here?
that?
No, it's usually 4 of us here now.
We're working. What are you
true.
thankful for?
For you guys, honestly.
I had a moment of pure gratitude the other day.
Oh, please.
I believe you. Keep going.
I can't have a moment of gratitude?
No, you're not allowed.
I don't believe you.
Why?
What were you grateful for? What was this moment?
I was grateful for what we get to do for a living. I was grateful for having great friends that I get to work with every day, that I laugh and enjoy my time. I was grateful for my partner. I was grateful for a lot of things, man.
I also had a thought recently about that because I think sometimes doing what we do, we can like lose sight of how cool this is. So and I sometimes do. So I had one of those moments the other day where I was just like, it's not so bad, huh?
Yeah, like, look at us.
And I know like not everyone gets to do this, and I instantly feel insecure about even saying this, but yeah.
No, there's nothing to feel insecure about when you're the one feeling the gratitude of it. Right?
Billy's rolling. I could just feel him.
There's an energy coming from Billy. Amber is the color of your energy.
I'm just saying, I talked to you guys not on air, and it's not the same energy.
What?
That's my point.
That's
I'm just saying.
No.
Same
That's the
energy.
point.
How
No,
could
that's
you
the
say
point
that?
I'm talking about. Is that there are we could just get lost in the politics of it and the
minutia, the
and it
everyday
becomes
minutia.
work. So
Yep.
it feels like work, but when we take a step back,
All right, so sports turkeys of the year.
Sports turkeys of the year, Zach Wilson. Number one.
Wow.
Yeah. Even though I feel bad because like he was never supposed to start this year. He was just going to be cruising on the bench. Everybody's like, oh, Zach Wilson's a good backup quarterback. Now he's like Mr. Turkey.
He also doesn't have a line.
That's true. But still.
you didn't give me that prep. Like I got to think of my sports.
Well, it's the
turkey of the year.
Thanksgiving episode, or
No, I know,
the
but
after
episode,
Thanksgiving
yeah.
episode. Or no, how about this? So this airs
What?
on Saturday,
right?
Yeah.
Friday?
Saturday.
Black Friday?
YouTube,
Friday podcast.
YouTube is on Friday.
What about
And
that
podcast
Dolphins?
on
So
Friday.
what are we buying today?
What about that Dolphins?
Black
race?
Friday.
Ooh, Black Friday.
Black
You don't
Friday.
you don't like go to the store for Black Friday.
Please, what
anymore,
year
right?
is it?
Exactly,
2007?
yeah.
You remember?
I don't think I've ever partook in Black Friday.
Oh, you haven't lived.
I've never gone to like the stores early. I've not done the online version of
It's
it.
like, what do I need? I have everything I need.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get some.
Your moment of gratitude. I have everything I need. Why? I've run out of toilet paper, but I have everything I
No,
need.
oh, you're going to get toilet paper on Black Friday?
do the deals on toilet
Oh,
paper.
please.
He's right though. He's
TP?
right.
Is that one of the ones that's famous? Like the
No,
deals are
dude.
great?
It's all
I
like
made that up.
electronic. Of course he made it up. You can go to Costco and get
And I agree.
700 rolls of toilet paper.
You like signed it, so I was
You
like,
did,
wow, this
you
must be a
co-signed it.
thing.
Co-signed it.
Yeah, why not?
I'm gonna see that. You know what? I'm gonna find you
It's like
toilet
your house
paper
is not a
deals
s-
for today.
Yeah.
There's no sports bar at your house, so you can't get another TV.
I can't get another TV.
You
that's
can't get
right.
anything electronic because your wife and kids do not want you to have anything else electronic. You have nothing to buy on Black Friday.
Well, that's when you buy presents for the holidays for other people.
Sure.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was-
doing. Everybody's getting done Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Everybody.
Really?
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, that's what everyone says.
No, I
A lot easier said than done.
You know
What,
what?
what ends up happening is like somebody will show up that like needs a gift, and I'll be like, ah, shit, like I need to get this person something. Yeah.
You know what happens to me is when I do get ahead and stuff like that.
You forget that you bought stuff?
No, not that I forget, but like as I don't have the stress and the rush that seems to be building up amongst everyone else that's holiday shopping. And then I start overthinking and I'm like, did I get enough for this person?
Yeah.
Should I get something else? And then I did before have enough, but I start stressing myself out and then I get right back into that like frantic mindset of I need to buy more things as the holidays get closer.
When you get to the 20s of December, that's when things are in
That's
full
when it's
force.
panic mode.
Yeah, full force is
That's not full. You're late at that
the
point.
moment you hit the 20s, it's like, oh my God, what did I buy? Can Nike send me something very quickly online?
My wife literally did last night this thing. You got a deal? What'd you
Dude,
find?
Charmin's 50% off on DoorDash. $30 worth of toilet paper, $15. You know, come on, man.
But Costco has a $15 price for the roll of 700, and I just stash them
And
around.
sandpaper on your asshole.
Oh,
probably.
please.
Wow.
Jeez.
Can
You've
you
never
say
had
that?
a Kirkland. You've never had,
a Kirkland
brand TP.
I'll never talk shit about Kirkland brand.
Thank you.
Kirkland is the truth.
My wife busted this move out last night. Ayo. But I didn't. I'm just saying.
Okay.
And she says
Talk
this
to me.
every year. It's around this date every single year. And I bet you guys all get the same thing. Let's not go so big this year.
Yeah. Yes.
100%. 100%.
It's a setup also.
And it's just
a
always
setup.
like
It's
those are
always
just
a
words.
setup.
Do you do like a dollar amount per person? You're like, all right, we're gonna spend.
I used to do
X
that.
amount
I
per
do it more
person.
number of gifts, but I guess that would make more sense.
I used to try to budget per person.
Me too.
Which is like rude because
It's
then it's
tough,
like, how
though.
much do you love this person?
Right. Like,
But they don't
usually-
have to know the budget. That's just like your
I
internal.
need like 2 or 3
Correct,
things
but
each.
still.
I also feel bad when I buy something for one person, and even though I know it's something that they like, and I buy something for someone else, that it could even be something they told me that they want,
But it's a shittier gift.
and it's like, but this is like, if you put it on a scale, these things do not equal each other. So now I need to try to balance things out. Because
So you
I
bought
don't
somebody
want,
like a PS5 and then bought somebody else
no,
like a
I
shirt.
would not buy someone a PS5. But like, if I don't know, my mom's like, I want this perfume and it costs X amount, and then my dad's like, I want this, and which he's the worst. He's the hardest person to shop for.
Dads are really tough to
Dads
shop
are the
for.
hardest because
Yeah.
they buy everything they want. Like they don't even
Exactly.
tell you. They just hey, I got this myself.
I'm like that too, though. Like I'm not that easy to
I
shop
find my
for.
dad
Another
easier than
dad.
my mom.
Yeah.
My dad, because he's got like his game room, so I can just go get like a quirky something and like more. I don't know. My mom, just like I can't get her candles anymore. Like,
You should.
Candles are bad for you, by the way. We need to stop using candles.
I
talking
saw
about back
that,
in the
yeah.
day, like I would get like my
No,
mom
you
likes
saw the same
candles.
thing,
Yankee candles.
Yeah, like the most overpriced.
What,
ones.
all
I saw the
Unless they're
same
a
video of the
sponsor.
guy on
They
Instagram
need to
talking
go.
about how
Candles-
scented candles aren't good for you.
It's basically just like putting petroleum in your
Give
air.
me mom
It's terrible.
suggestions.
I
I
need
need.
to get out of here.
I mean, but he's not wrong.
I don't know that he's right.
You guys say it's easy to shop for moms. I need to give me suggestions. What should I get? my
I don't know
mom?
what to get.
you
got
got to
to
buy experiences, bro.
Idea.
You gotta buy
I'm
experiences.
big on buying experiences.
Okay. Yeah,
but
too.
experiences
I really
are
like that.
expensive.
Nah,
Nah,
Groupon, bro.
not really.
Groupon still
Groupon
exists.
still exists for
Groupon's
people's
still
birthdays.
alive.
Plus, my
all
mom's
chickens.
kind of bougie, so it's like
The-
I got to
the-
impress
the-
my mom. I got to like
You
drop
know,
some
the-
dough.
Okay, here.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
The
to get her.
Chili's 2 for $20 is not gonna really wet her whistle.
Get her 2 day passes to the Fontainebleau Spa
Okay.
for you and your
That's
dad.
like, dude, that's
Yeah,
like
it's $500
$1,000.
Dude,
no,
what are you
no,
doing
not that
here?
much. It's not that much.
It is that.
Maybe
much.
on
I'll
Black
look it up.
Friday get a deal or something.
Man, I don't know, but I know it's not that
Fountain
much
Blue is
because
not
they
a
do
Black
not do
How about
Friday.
just for my
deals.
mom?
They don't
My
do
dad doesn't need a
deals.
spa day. How about just
then
her?
boom, half off already.
Or bring a friend. Yeah. I would do that more for my wife and mom before my dad and mom.
Your wife and mom will go together?
Yeah.
But then you also get a babysitter.
Nice. I get what you're doing. Maybe I include my daughter, some kids thing they can do. I'll get a day to myself.
I'm looking right now. I'm gonna try to book online the lapis. Is it lapis? Lapis? It can't be lapis.
Lapis?
It's not pencil.
That'd be
not a
weird
pencil
name for a
spa.
spa.
Last
yeah.
week on the main show, I admitted to something terrible that I've done before with my wife where
Hold on. Before you say what it is, I want to know because you were like, my wife definitely can't hear this episode.
Yeah, she
did
doesn't
she
hear-
end up hearing
no,
it or no?
She doesn't
Okay.
hear any of
All
this.
right.
I have no fear that she'll never hear any of this.
Okay.
But it was basically me admitting that sometimes when my daughter wakes up in the middle of the night, I'll just pretend like I'm sleeping. Even though I hear her, I'll just
Wait
be
for
like,
your
and
wife
then
to
when
get
my
up?
wife wakes up, I'll be like, huh, what? Where is it? What happened? I like act like I'm all, even though I have like a clear, like I'm like I know exactly what's happening. This morning, I had that moment of you're a piece of crap. I was like, I thought back to saying it on air, and it was almost like it was therapy for me because I got up, I changed my actions. I was
love
like,
that, dude.
I was like, honey, I got this because I felt so terrible about admitting on air that I sometimes lie about it. So look at this. This therapy session is making me a better person. No one's even looking at me.
I'm lost. I'm lost on the spa website. He's just scribbling.
I'm
with a pen.
practicing my signature.
I'm currently
You're
shopping.
practicing your
Yeah.
signature. You're third grade. What are
No,
you
no,
practicing
it's
your
that-
signature
it's a new
for?
pen. Whenever
Oh,
I
I
get a
used
new
to
pen,
love to do that though.
Whenever I get a new pen,
That's
I
your
like to-
signature.
No, I just scratched it out because Chris saw what I was doing and I didn't want him to think I was practicing my signature.
I like your
It was.
ATM code. What's your
How about
signature? What's your
next?
signature?
We should do a mystery crate where it's just us reading The Pride of a Lion.
I was actually thinking of reading the book.
A read along.
I got it right.
I
My
know
dad.
you
You're
probably
not going
not.
to read.
I swear to God, I'm going to read it.
I don't think you will.
I will.
When?
I don't know.
Look, that's my signature, Billy.
I have to read this book if I'm ever going to read a book, right? I mean, it's my dad's.
Do you?
I did not read Fins at 50 though.
That's not so much a book as more
It's
of
like
like
coffee
a,
table. Yeah.
Whatever. So I usually do like $50 per person. Is that? What do you think about that?
For like,
There's no way you're
not
doing
your
50
wife.
bucks for your parents.
That's
Oh no, not for my
Well,
parents or her
you
parents.
want him to spend like $500 on
Yeah,
a
on a
spa
spa
day
day,
for
like,
two.
what is
Yeah,
that?
but if you do your mom and your dad, you give them the same gift, you can get them both in there for like $450.
Oh wow,
Which isn't too bad.
Great. Well, he was spending 50 before, so you spent
Well, no,
four
I-
times.
I
What
He
would-
said he does
spending.
more for his parents.
It depends on what it is. We
How
usually
much you
try.
spend to your wife?
Depends.
Way too much.
Depends on what it is that she wants.
How many gifts do you do?
I'll probably do like one bigger gift and then a couple smaller gifts, so she's got a couple things under the tree from me.
Do you try to outspend her?
No. We both basically have like an internal budget that we both.
Discussed?
I always
We
end
never
up going
discuss
more.
it.
I always end up
I always
spending
go
more
more
than she
too. I
does.
want her to feel bad. at the end that she didn't
That's
give me
the
enough.
strangest
That's not what I'm going
way
for.
of going
I'm-
through
I'm-
the
I'm
holidays.
on-
You want her to
That's right.
feel bad.
No,
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
I'm
I
the
want to know. I
opposite.
want her to know I did better.
I'm fearful that I'm going to look like the jerk, so I just overdo it. Just so I'm not doing it to make myself. It's just like I don't want to be on the wrong.
What are you
end
gonna get
of
her
it.
this year?
I don't know, man. Well, there's one thing I get my wife every year, but other than that, I have.
What is
Actually,
it?
I do have a couple things.
You get her a coupon book,
a
of
gift
things?
card to a Victoria's Secret.
Come on now, this guy knows.
No, but she also gave me a
That's
few
not
things.
a gift.
that's of course it's a
Yeah,
gift.
it's honey. Go.
Do whatever you want.
There you go.
A gift card for your wife?
For
That's
Victoria's
But that,
Secret.
like, I'm not gonna go in there. You want me to like? I'm not gonna
Say it
go in
again.
there. It's usually had like this pair of. Like I just.
A gift card? How much is a gift card for?
Usually
don't worry
50
about
bucks.
that. Don't worry
But
about
that, which is actually not a lot.
Dude,
Like, you can't
that's
get a,
you can't even buy
yeah,
a bra for
yeah.
that.
You
right.
know how expensive
That's,
bras are.
Yeah, that's.
It might.
yeah.
I might do 100. I don't honestly remember what I usually do, but that's just one. That's just an easy one. That's just.
That's,
That's-
a little stocking stuffer.
That's a stuff. That's more. I'm not saying that's not an. I'm not like saying this is a great gift.
just a
I'm just
little
saying that's
something.
just. It's just like a tradition.
fist
of like,
bumped him.
You're gonna.
yeah, but
well, that's just
that's
because.
because you knew what the deal was.
You know, something.
It's a gift for him, gift for her. Everybody wins.
On
It's
the
she's
back end.
spending more money. What?
Comes around. Yeah.
Full circle is what he meant.
We all get it. Everyone right now, and
circle.
everyone driving around that does the same thing. They're nodding right now. They're like, "Yep."
Your word choices.
Around the back end.
Yeah.
Heyo.
He's right.
No, I'm saying it comes back around.
Oh, you bet it does.
It's a
Yeah.
full circle.
Yeah, I did that on purpose, but come on, keep up.
What are you gonna get your wife, Billy?
I don't know.
Is it easier when you have kids to be like, "Oh, baby, my bad, I got you this"? But
That's
like,
what makes
whatever.
my wife do the game of since we have to get stuff for the daughter, it's like, let's not go. She does the
Don't
thing
go
of,
crazy.
let's both take it easy this year. And then she doesn't mean that. She's still like sending me things to get her. It's just like,
I wish it was that easy. Do your wives send you like, "Hey, I want this"?
I don't like that.
I like that.
My wife's family, they know everything that's wrapped under the tree.
Yeah.
Because it's like
so
things
no
that they have
surprise.
said.
I don't like it either.
My style, my family, like you can maybe give me one thing, but I want
like the one thing I really want.
Yes, maybe.
But there's other things
I
that-
hate when it's like I know exactly. Like it is just the opening of gifts at my wife's parents' house is just
Like, oh,
for the
wow.
show. Everyone knows every gift.
I got this.
It's like
Cool.
We're all going in on this for my dad, and then he opens it and he's like, "Oh, the thing I asked for, great."
Is that the dad that calls you Rusty Staub?
Yeah,
What's his name?
same
Rick?
one. Al.
Al.
Al?
We're on a bowling team together right now.
Really?
Nice
Because
bonding
Kugler sucks,
moment.
right? You got him out?
Cougs does not suck. He's just a little rusty, I'd say.
Rusty. That's
Cougs is he talked a big game and then showed up and threw an 8-pound ball, which is way light.
it's light. Right?
8-pound ball.
8-pound ball, like
That's like what your daughter would throw on the
Yeah.
little on the thing. You
Yeah.
know?
and he
little
throws
slide.
like the
Yeah, the
hardest
slide.
straight ball you've ever seen. Like you know,
No-
most
no
people that are
curve,
like
yeah.
that say they're bowlers like have some, he's just like an 8-ball.
Does it go straight?
Fred Flintstone?
You know, like I say, I think he used to bowl a lot more and he doesn't anymore. I'm not going to talk smack. I'm sure he
You
could
are.
find a groove if he did it more regularly.
Call him right now.
I've said
On
this to his,
speaker, on speaker.
I've joked with him to his
Kyle?
face about how.
What are you doing?
But
He likes to do it.
I know he likes to do it, but
oh,
doesn't mean
Kyle,
that he
should I
do
call
it.
Cougs Kyle?
Yeah,
him
call him
and just
Kyle.
say, hey,
Yes,
Kyle.
He's not gonna.
I've never called Cougs before, so I think he would know something. is
He's
up.
off today.
I'm a texter. I'm more of a texter with him.
Yeah.
I've never spoken
Really?
to him on the phone. Yeah.
Okay.
I've never spoken to him in general.
You may have and just not heard.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've never spoken. He's spoken, maybe. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure.
What were you guys mad about right before we started that Mike Fuentes wanted us to start with that we didn't?
with cruises.
This again.
We were talking about
It's a daily fire alarm.
the etiquette for missing work after a vacation, like
Yeah.
taking that extra day after a vacation. Because we had our director, who's not in today, was on a cruise over the weekend. Spoiler alert: we're recording this on Monday.
What?
Holiday, bro. Gotta
The
get
Black
Dolphins literally
Friday.
just won
or lost.
Yeah.
or lost.
That's a dangerous
play.
game you just played.
What a play.
Well, this podcast comes out in the morning, so it'd be weird if we knew the result to the Dolphins game.
Not on Saturdays on the DraftKings network.
Network. Yeah.
Do you take the extra day? I'm obviously who's against this?
I do now.
I guess if you have to be to work for a certain reason, but I'm a big
To work.
I'm a big post one day, especially if it's a long trip. I need a day.
A weekend trip's not a long trip.
No, but a cruise is a long trip.
It's a long. It's
This guy knows. This guy knows. We fist bumped.
What is happening?
What do you mean? He knows exactly what I
it's
meant.
just a lot of liquid.
It's a long trip.
So you buy
man.
your wife a gift card to Victoria's Secret every Christmas?
Yeah,
It's a little stocking.
it's just like
stuffer.
one of the things I get her. And
How long has this tradition
And then
gone
a
on
couple
for?
weeks later, all of a sudden,
Daddy gets a
around
gift.
the back end, this guy gets it.
How long has this tradition been going on for?
Probably 3 or 4 years, I'd say.
okay.
And it definitely started as just a lazy pull parachute because I don't know what else to get. But she kind of like it's turned into a little thing, a little tradition.
Yeah. See?
Little brother, sister for Graceland?
No, actually, just practicing.
I just love no.
Just some BP.
Little
BP.
Little BP.
Get some swings in early.
Practicing.
That's stupid.
I don't like where this episode's going.
When you said you
You
mailed it in
started
the second
this.
we
Yeah.
turned on the mic.
No,
This was your
I said
topic.
this
It was
is going to
your
be
fault.
a mailed-in
feel like-
episode.
I wanted to do
it's
turkeys of the
becoming
year.
a good
I
episode.
gave you a turkey of the
Things
year.
that we're thankful for.
I gave you things I was saying for you.
Play the
lied.
hits, you know? Sales for Black Friday.
I mean, we won't be hearing from you guys on the Greg Cote Show potluck. I mean,
Oh, we
jeez.
forgot. Can we do it right now?
I did see this morning that came out.
We have to do.
Oh, it came out.
When did you do it? You did it. We did it on.
It was over the weekend.
on
It was no
Sunday?
big deal.
have
We
to
had plenty
do-
of people that.
I went to the Dolphins game and I forgot, and I was gonna
Yeah.
do it. And I texted you about it, and
Yeah.
then
See, I only followed up with people that. See, I did it to like I invited everyone in our like.
Oh,
I
so
must
people
have
wouldn't
sent,
feel upset?
I must have sent 40
Texts,
texts of like, "Hey, would you like to send us a thing?" And I got a handful of likes and hearts, and those people. Tony was one of them. I followed, or you like texted me about it. If I got any sort of reaction, I followed up with a reminder.
Yeah.
But the people
Oh,
that didn't
yeah.
give
Like-
me any
like
reaction,
me.
right? But
Thanks for the invite. Yeah,
well, you know,
I
yeah.
messed-
Well, you didn't invite me. That's fine.
but it's no, but like
I get
see,
it.
you're
No, I get
confused.
it.
It's a podcast. It wasn't an actual.
That's that.
potluck.
Okay, yeah.
It was just
when
like,
I got the text originally, I thought it was a potluck. and then I
Roy
kept
did
writing.
too.
Well,
Roy was like,
I think I was with you when the text came in
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
you
got
did.
it on Thursday and
did, you
we
did.
were kind of busy at the moment. So
Yeah.
I was gonna write back, and then this morning I came in and I saw the tweet. I was like, oh crap, when was that? Because I thought that it was this week for some reason.
Roy thought it was a real potluck. Roy's like, when is it? And I was like, just read the text again.
Did he
I
bring
just need
food?
an audio clip. I just need a hypothetical dish.
When is it?
It's the easiest potluck that you've ever had to attend.
Really?
How many people joined you live?
No, it wasn't live. It was just
Well,
send me.
Dan was like a video, right?
Some people didn't understand the assignment, and I asked for
a
audio
little
clips,
extra
and they
work?
sent in the a little extra. Dan
They
went above
sent
and
video?
beyond. Dan went above and beyond.
Okay. What was he thinking?
While ripping me the whole time.
Really?
You know,
Classic.
he did the thing of like, can you believe he would ask me to do this on my weekend after I saved his job?
Wow.
He just like destroyed me.
Playing the hits.
That's gonna
Yeah,
that's gonna be good.
he is playing the hits.
All right, so
Ouch.
Jason was here because he parked his car. We're very close to the Port of Miami, right?
Are you still practicing your signature?
No, I was actually writing brackets. I don't know why.
I am actually.
I see. Not bad.
You could sign the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, that's
could,
an
yeah.
old
Good
fashioned
John Hancock on
It
you.
really
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's a
Thank
big
you.
C.
Thank you, guys.
Scribble, big C, scribble. Sometimes I do the T because Cody, little T.
Hold on, let me see if I can recreate
little
Chris's.
T for Cote.
See, mine. I
You
don't.
just
even-
did
I
it perfectly. Like that's my signature.
I don't.
Look at that.
I
spell
sometimes
out-
do a T.
Yeah, I don't spell out my last name. I just put a big F and then a line.
I tried to. Did you guys ever
Bam,
try
what
to?
about
Did
that?
you guys ever forge signatures when
All
you
the
were- when you were
time,
young?
dude.
Yeah.
What?
No.
I got my mom's
What?
signature. so
Anybody
down.
who went to public
Let me see your
school had a
mom's signature.
form that they had to be signed by their parent that nobody wanted to do.
Ah.
Everybody
All
had
it took was confidence. If you sign that thing with confidence, it doesn't really matter
You have
what
to
it looks
practice
like.
it a couple times.
Yeah.
Right.
That's your mom's
That's
signature?
my mom's signature. M with my last name.
My dad's was kind of easy because it was just chicken
My
scratch.
dad's was tough, man.
It was like
because-
G, scribble,
Do you
C.
do you sign Chris Cody or Christopher?
Chris.
Christopher.
Like I said, it's just C, scribble, big C, scribble, scribble.
I'll have a good one for you by the end of this.
So neither, actually.
Okay, so
My
we're just on the podcast, we're all just writing.
Right, my bad. Yeah, you can
Forging
hear it,
our
right?
parents'
You can hear it.
signatures.
Yeah, okay.
And now Mike Fuentes is trying to forge Chris Cody's signature without
I-
ever seeing it.
I forged.
I think the
Chris's
first one came out really
signature.
good.
Actually, pretty good.
Okay.
I feel like Billy not forging is the least surprising thing that I've ever heard.
Yeah, but Billy went to a school that was more difficult to get around with shenanigans. I feel like
Strict?
in the
If
classroom.
you were, I mean, so inclined to participate in shenanigans, there were plenty of shenanigans.
right.
To be had.
Yeah, shenanigans were there to be had by those looking for shenanigans.
People
I
who
just
went,
did not seek shenanigans. I was afraid of the repercussions of shenanigans.
People who go, people love to tell. I meet people once a month that they're like, I went to Berlin.
Really?
And it's just like, I never get anyone else's high school around here. But
Where
for
are
some
these
reason-
people that you're meeting?
I mean, this was like a guy. I mean, do you need to tell you exactly where it was?
Victoria's Secret?
No. This was at just a guy, one of my buddies that I was at a bar with. If
There
you
you
must
go.
know. But he was just like, yeah, I went
Local
to
watering hole?
Bill. He's a little younger than you, so he didn't go when you did. But it's just I've never heard anyone say I went to Tony's high school or Mike. It's just
Where'd you go,
like,
Killian?
People are always like, I went
Yeah.
to Berlin with Bill.
Bezos went to Killian.
No, he was a Palmetto.
Palmetto, baby.
Palmetto, whatever.
Yeah.
Bezos went to high school down here.
Yeah.
Went to my high school.
Palmetto.
Went to my high
You went to
school.
Palmetto?
Yeah.
Is there any
Palmetto
like,
sucks,
is he-
dude.
is he celebrated
Stupid
there?
ass
Who
school.
went to Killian?
Probably. You want to know a fun fact? Jeff Bezos, Kimbo Slice, same high school.
Yeah.
Bezos hasn't done a bunch for the school, like,
No, he hasn't
put
done
a bunch
shit.
of money into
Not
it.
when I was there, but then he
hasn't
didn't
done
have money.
That's such
so-
bullshit. man. It's so easy for
when
him
he
to do
was
that.
there, Amazon was being invented.
Yeah,
So
Amazon
it's
was like in a very early stage.
Danny
Yeah.
just told me he
Club.
hasn't donated a single dime, and he said it very.
But
angry.
also, if you donate to a public school, doesn't just the county get that money? Because it's a public school.
I'm sure there's some kind of workaround. Because
Yeah.
if he goes, I'm not going to give it, I only want to give it here.
Well, he's Jeff Bezos, yes, but I'm
Yeah,
talking about a
exactly.
regular person who wants to give
But
money
any
to a
kind of
school.
money, if they say I only want it to go here, they're going to do it. They're not going
You
to
don't know that.
not forget it.
You don't know that.
Nah, I do know that.
Raja Bell went to your school.
Yeah, bro. Raja Bell.
He also went to FIU.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
pause up.
Pause up,
What's
dude.
up? Let's go.
wow, it's quite
He's
the
a
Mount
cougar.
Rushmore.
He's a cougar and a Golden Panther.
Frank Gore Jr. went there.
Yeah. Steve Blake went there before he went to Miami High.
Okay. He's not on this list.
Sean
yeah, there he
Taylor
is.
went before he went to Gulliver.
We did this episode already.
Yeah, we did this
It's,
episode.
yeah, we did do this episode.
Chuck, what's his name? Chuck Todd.
oh
Killian?
wow!
Yeah, Chuck Todd.
What has he given your school?
That jack shit.
Wow.
I've given more back to Killian.
What
than
have
Jack.
you given to Killian?
I gave
Time.
Not a thing. He's not given any time. Tony's not volunteered for anything
That's
a day in
not
his life.
tr- that's
what
not
have you?
true.
What have
You did
given
say
back
that
to
you
your school?
faked community service hours.
I did fake the shit out of community service.
You
hours.
didn't. You
I got
haven't
like
given
80
back
hours.
financially. You haven't
Yes, I
given
have.
back time.
Yes, I have.
What have
I
you given?
absolutely have.
You donated to your high school for what?
The boys basketball team.
What'd you donate?
$500
When?
a couple years ago.
Why?
They needed money.
Okay.
Quite the donation.
How do you
too.
like that?
I'm
A
with
few
you.
years ago,
It was
$500.
It was played over many years.
That was before that Metal Lark money.
Yeah, you know.
It was paid over. You paid in installments.
Played in installments. Yeah, like
You know
every
who else
year.
with the Palmetto? Our very own Ron McGill.
Wow.
We
right.
did this.
We did this.
Did this episode.
What do you
I don't
think
know why Mike
Ron's
keeps-
thankful for?
Should I call him and ask him?
The endowment.
Call him. See what's up.
He bought a new Cadillac.
Yeah.
He bought a new Cadillac? Which one?
No, he's
The electric one.
the electric one. Yeah.
Off the endowment money.
That's
I
Don't
didn't
say
want to
that.
break that.
Don't-
Allegedly.
don't say that.
Allegedly.
That-
I'm
that's
sorry.
reckless,
Do we
yeah.
have it? Can we play it? Do we have it there?
He'd have to find it.
have what?
The reckless speculation.
Can I ask
How
you a
about just-
question?
That's crazy.
Can I ask you a question, Chris?
There it is.
Time to throw away all journalistic credibility
Billy.
and get reckless. Here is something we like to call reckless speculation.
You're good.
Look, I'm not here to tell you one thing or another, but I will say
That
that
bed probably goes forever.
all of a sudden, that's 3 minutes. All of a sudden, Ron has a massive, huge endowment.
Hell yeah.
And then finds his way into a brand new Cadillac. I'm just saying.
This book has a poem in it.
I think that was.
Oh, that's the one that Lucy got for Dan from the random lady on the street.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, very good.
What does it say? Read it.
I'm not going to.
It wasn't good.
I don't know what it is. How much do you think your dad's gonna make off this book?
I kind of know what he was paid, but I don't. Feel
Oh,
like I should
really?
say
Oh, he's
it.
paid like a flat fee, or is he paid like
It was a fee. You get
An advance.
just an advance for doing it,
Gotcha.
and then you get a percentage. Of,
Residuals after
a
whatever.
couple points on the book?
Yeah.
What does he get after?
I don't know the exact number. I just know that it's
Substantial?
the fee he got just to do it. I was like, all right, sounds right.
How much time
wow.
did it take for him to do this?
I think months, like 6 or 7 months. But obviously, he wasn't full time at it.
Right.
He was doing it around other things. But
6
I
or
think
7
6
months
or 7
to write
months.
this book. What do you think you got?
I don't want to say.
What do you think? Just guess.
I have a feeling I know, but I don't want to say.
How would you know? You've never written a book. You don't know what these things bring
No,
in.
but with a name like Greg Cote in this market and Ron
in this
McGill,
market, what does that have to do
I would
with
say
anything?
books. In
Ron
books.
McGill's even the bigger name too.
Yeah,
so-
Greg Cody's second billing here.
Yeah.
I get that, but still.
What do you think?
Look, you going to climb it in his wallet?
Yeah, right. I don't want to.
I'm curious as to what it is. I don't see why we have to be.
I would say he got an advance of maybe 50 stacks.
That's more than it was.
See, that's the thing is I don't know what it would. I don't know what it cost.
like,
Wait. He got more, or I said more than what he got?
You said more.
You said more.
Oh, okay.
That's sad. This
Thir-
probably took a lot of
30
lot of time.
stacks.
50K would be a lot.
It was a part-time job for 6 months.
That's fine. People get paid part-time jobs for 30.
That's what I'm saying. But that's why, like,
But there's also
20
back
something
end.
makes sense. Yeah, 50 is a little.
I
Yeah,
think
then he gets a back
It
end.
was in the roughly around half, maybe slightly a little more.
Why did you tell
20
us? You didn't have to
27.
tell us.
You
Just
just-
curious.
Yeah,
You're asking.
but not.
So, Chris, so you don't go to work the day after a vacation, is what you're saying?
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I have. I've done the
Oh, wait a
cruise.
minute.
I've done the post-cruise show up to work, and I hated it. So this last time I went on a cruise, I did not do.
You were also on a cruise in like Alaska.
Right.
It took you a while to get
No,
back.
he was on a cruise in the Caribbean like 2
yeah, that's
weeks
the one
ago.
he was talking about.
Oh,
that
that's
one I took
right,
the Monday.
that's right.
I mean, we got 58 people around here. I don't feel that bad about taking a day.
I need to get to that point where I just don't care about not coming.
We're the only ones here.
Look
Look around.
It is weird.
Carmen's still here.
Carmen's always here.
Yeah.
God bless Carmen, even though I was talking to her right now, she's about to go on vacation. So, yeah.
She
was
just
out.
got back from vacation.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say, she
she's
was
going
out.
again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. See, someone's got to figure it out around here.
More
When are
time
you
off
going
than
on
me,
vacation?
Where do I go on vacation?
When are you going on vacation?
Never, ever again in my life.
bro. Yeah. He has
That
2
can't be
kids. It's
true.
over.
I don't. My life is over.
Vacations do change with kids.
I don't know why that was funny.
Did you figure out Chris Cody's signature?
I don't know if this is a signature. I got a good one for you,
He
Billy.
just said C, scribble, scribble, C.
Is that me?
Yeah, Billy Gill right here on the bottom.
Find out
Can't
next.
even read that.
All right, here we go. Put one
Field
more
goal. Let's
field
go.
goal up
That's what we're doing here.
Here.
We're definitely not
One more.
mailed in for the holidays here.
Dude, I
that was
think
wide right.
It was a little wide left, actually.
Left.
When you guys
Billy's
were at
right.
school, did you create paper footballs?
No, I was more likely to do one of those things like the little triangle thing where it's like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember what it was called, where it's like pick a color, blue, BLUE. All right, now
You made those, though, like, with your
I
hand?
think I did at one point. I don't have much more else for you than that. I remember them. I remember playing them, partaking.
you probably had a girl
What was
make
the
one.
MASH thing where it's like, got to find out if you're going to end up in an apartment, a mansion?
Oh, yeah. I remember, and then, yeah, or a house, or in the street. Well, I don't know what the S was.
I don't like.
I do remember that,
I just
though.
vaguely remember all this stuff.
I love those little triangle things because it was the same shit every time.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever pass notes?
Yeah,
Oh,
big
yeah, of course.
notepad.
Oh man,
Big notepad.
nothing like in between classes. Like, oh, here you go.
Right before texting. So, like, texting.
That was
opened
the
up in, like,
original text message.
Yeah, it was
original email, too, for us.
2000, what, like 6?
You weren't cool unless you had
Five,
some
somewhere
sort
around
of
there?
like
Yeah, passing notes.
passing note buddy.
When was the first text you received? Do you remember? You remember what year it was?
I remember.
It was probably my mom saying, "Get the f home."
Yeah, it was probably like early 2000s, and then someone
Like
sent it to me.
4 or 5?
Yeah,
somewhere around
and it
there?
was like $4 a text. So I was like, oh, no,
Yeah.
don't do this.
Yeah.
Don't
Before
send
it
me any
was
more of
super
these.
expensive to
Stop
text.
you
texting me. I'm
imagine?
playing Snake
Yeah,
right now.
and don't call me till after 9.
AT&T was like, guys, we have an idea. Let's just charge a ridiculous amount for SMS. And people were like, what's that? Short message, whatever.
What did it stand for?
Short message system?
I was so good at Snake.
Do you guys have top 5 lists? I heard.
We have battling top 5. So he was making a top 5 list of things that get better, or things that were better when you're younger, which is, I think, basically everything.
Everything, yeah.
Nah, yeah.
Do you have everything on there? My list was
not
much more
everything.
difficult because I have things that are better when you're older.
Did you end up getting 5?
Nothing.
I have 6.
You have 6?
One OLI.
Oh, okay.
oh, a
So
lie.
Do you want to like? Should we do them both at the same time, or maybe mine first and then yours?
I think mine first because mine's when you're younger.
Okay.
And then you'll be the older. And we actually started a good point talking about SMS, which
Thank
stands
you.
for short message service, by the way.
There we go. So
This
they were like
desk
$6 per.
is like mystery sticky, and it's really bothering
It's
me.
a Greg Cody seat you're in.
I
so-
touched something that's very sticky. This microphone has like a mystery stain on it.
Oof.
I
The
don't.
mayonnaise was there
Yeah,
like
the
last
mayonnaise
week.
a couple
was
weeks
there.
ago.
This sign got mayonnaise on it, and now that I look at it, it seems to still have a little bit on it. This is just
This is gross.
very gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top 5. Top 5 things that were better when you were young. Well, yeah, better when you were young.
Do we do
younger.
too many top 5s?
As a show or like?
Yes.
Probably.
I think they're good when they spawn conversation.
Okay.
We'll see how if this one's good or not.
Well, I have 3 OLIs.
Okay.
Number
Okay,
1?
so top 8.
yeah, basically. Number 1 is pets.
This is basically the MySpace top 8.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, number 1 is pets.
Pets are better when you're younger, is what you're saying. What's wrong with pets? When I like my pet still.
You have to pick up their shit now. Like when you walk your dog.
Yeah, you don't. Like, when I was that
doesn't
was like
pick up
the
his
one
shit.
chore that you had when you're a kid is like picking up the shit from the dog.
No.
You leave it.
Well,
You're a
first of all,
shit leaver.
I don't have a dog to walk, so like I don't.
When you
I'm
did
never
have a
putting
dog
that-
to walk.
When I used to watch my parents' dog at my house, I would be known to do I not only leave it,
fake.
but I do the fake bend over and pick up in case anyone's watching me. Shit's sterile.
No, it's not.
No, it's
what?
actually good.
Oh, it's urine
good.
that's
The
sterile.
piss is
Urine sterile.
Urine's not sterile either.
Oh, it's not.
No, it is.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it
Definitely
is.
not dog urine.
Dodgeball told us that urine was sterile.
It's
Urine is
not
sterile.
That's what they told us on Dodgeball. Secondarily, poop is fertilizer, so it's good for the plant. When a
There
dog
it is.
shits there,
See?
Yeah, but
it's
bad
good
for
the
you.
plant.
It's bad for you.
Bad
Carries
for who?
diseases for
What's
humans.
number-
It also teaches people to look where you're walking.
That's an important lesson.
ahead.
Yeah. The next OLI is zoos.
Wow, it's just a bending Ron McGill.
This was actually your suggestion.
Wow.
Let know how the sausage is made.
Train.
I mean, I,
He's right though.
I did like the zoo when I was younger.
Yeah.
Billy?
My family's at the zoo today.
Yeah. Now it's just hot.
Without you?
Yeah, it's,
You lucked
I'm-
out, dude.
I'm kind of.
You lucked out.
You lucked
Exactly.
out.
You lucked
I
out.
like the zoo.
It's just hot and expensive.
It's like the highlight is when you see a hippo named Dan.
Well,
It's
but like,
or find a tree for shade.
but I bought the like annual pass at the zoo, so
it's a good deal.
like free. every time I go, and it's not that expensive.
It's like if you're gonna go twice.
Yeah,
worth
it pays for itself.
Really?
Yeah, and
all it
like
takes
little
is twice?
kids love the zoo. So
No,
it's like
that's
a
why my
fun
daughter
thing to-
loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have child, it's different because
But that's to
hours
his
of
point,
entertainment.
is that it's better when
you're
you're
younger.
Are you
Well, but I like, so for example, I don't mind. I like Busch Gardens, which is basically like a zoo with roller coasters.
yeah.
And I think that, like, I have fun at Busch Gardens. I also like Animal Kingdom.
I feel like adults like a zoo because their kids like it. Like you like to go there because it's a good place
You want the
for your kids.
reaction,
But it's like, are
yeah.
you actually? Having
Oh, I
fun
mean,
there?
like, if it were up to me, would I go
Right.
to Busch Gardens or whatever and be like, yeah, man, I really need to see a lion before I get out of here?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah.
It's like I've seen lions. It's okay.
Like the cheetah that's on the cheetah.
Like
Have you seen like
the
where
cheetah hunt?
the-
Oh, yeah.
the
When
cheetah
you
hunt,
see
but
them
you
on
see
there.
the cheetah there.
I like the cheetah hunt.
There's no
It's
way
a
that the
fun little
cheetah
ride.
thinks that that's cool, right?
No.
He's there like, what is this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever been to the Lincoln Park Zoo in Chicago?
No.
It's a free-
actually, I did.
Yes,
I
I
went
have.
for, but at
I've
night
been.
to see the lights.
It's a
so it
free
doesn't
zoo
count.
that's amazing. Like you just walk in and really good zoo.
People that I went with may or may not have been on mushrooms.
there's
What were you going to say before that?
Are you a quad bike renter at the
No,
zoo?
hate that because I always
You
end
end
up
up
being
being-
the
those are
only one.
overrated. Yeah.
and you're the one pedaling.
I'm
it's heavy
pedaling
as hell.
600 pounds of people.
I have. Do you have any people like in your group of friends that are like, anytime you travel with like my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law, they love an aquarium. Anytime we travel with them, they want to go to that city's aquarium, and I'm like, we've seen everything. Like,
How many fish can you
like,
see?
Gee, like it's
We
just like
see
we're
what
in this.
there
We
is
have 2
to
days
see at
in Charleston.
every
Why am I going to the Charleston aquarium? Okay, let's go eat
Just
good
in case
food.
they don't have the thing that
But
they
it's
didn't
like
see.
I'm going to Charleston to eat food. I'm not like maybe if it's a city that has a like in Atlanta, I went to that aquarium because that's thought to be good. But it's like I don't need to go
I've never been
every
to the St.
aquarium.
Louis
Yeah.
aquarium.
Gotcha.
Like
I went in Chicago to the aquarium,
See, it's
and
like-
it was the dead of winter. Everything was closed.
and it's just you were like, all right, this is an
Well,
aquarium.
no,
so you went
because
by default then. You had nothing else to do.
No, we bought like a museum pass thing, so you had like tickets to like it was like you can go to this or this,
yeah.
or this
City
or this.
Pass, called City Pass.
Yeah, I had a
did the
city
same
pass,
thing
and
for
one
New
of them
York.
was the aquarium.
Going well so far.
Yeah,
Creating conversation.
The last OLI, driving.
We're not even to the top of it. Okay.
Driving, you're saying, was better when you
yeah,
were
like
a
when
kid.
you when you first
When
get
you
your
first
license.
get your license, you'll drive to the
If
end of the earth.
someone could drive me around everywhere, I would love that.
Now, right?
I
You
hate
can.
driving.
You
Yeah.
just have to get.
Did you guys
paid
when
for
you were
that.
like
I don't.
I remember
that much.
being like 14, 13, around the neighborhood with a couple friends, and there would just be this one older kid that would come by in his like Honda Civic with like like the system,
Yeah.
the boom. God, did I just long for that?
Yeah.
I was like, God, I
You couldn't wait. Yeah.
And then like when you get your license, it's like I'm just gonna go to McDonald's right now
for no reason.
because I can.
And then you realize, oh, gas costs
What
money.
a time!
Oh, that
now
sucks.
I'm just like, ugh. I'd rather Brightline.
I know. Just anything that's over 35 minutes, I can go tomorrow.
Yeah,
Like
that's a good one.
I'll push it all the way.
That's
down.
OLI.
That's OLI. Number 5, Disney and theme parks.
Yeah. I mean, I still am a Disney person later in life. I do genuinely enjoy them, but more so when I was a kid, for sure.
You went like 2 weeks
you did.
ago
Yeah,
to
and
a theme park.
and it hurt. And I'm
Is that
still
where you
paying
learned
for
this?
it. Yeah, of course. My knees were terrible. My back hurt. My wallet hurt.
You've gone like at least twice this year
Well-
to theme parks that I remember.
Disney, I get hooked up at because I have my girlfriend's family has a way to get us in.
Miss those
passes.
days.
Yeah. So,
Remember those?
but in terms
The
of
hard card was-
physically,
Ugh, game
physically, I
changer.
was beat up after.
So badly timed kids on my part.
Yeah.
I had kids as soon as we lost all
I got like
theme
one
park
cycle.
privileges.
I got to like do one good trip.
terrible.
I did a couple, but it was just not as much as we could have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Because you took it for granted.
Yeah, of course
Yeah.
you take it for granted when you have a card that just lets you in for free and you can.
Because you know you can go anytime.
I
Yeah.
used to.
Not only
I
that, you
used to
can park
crush it.
hop, you
I
can
used
do
to
whatever you want
crush
with
it.
that.
Crush it.
Have you? We've talked about this privately, but have you tried to get the hard card that you had and use it
to park
For parking.
not for parking, not only for parking because that's
to get in?
to get in.
I would
There's not
imagine-
a chance.
You don't think it works?
no way.
You don't just get in with that blue card.
No, not the
You-
blue card. There
you
was
need
like
your
the
pass.
There was
yeah,
like
those
a
passes
I get what
for
you're
sure
saying.
are
hard
not
card
active
that would
anymore.
say
Yeah.
whatever.
What do you? I don't
No,
know
but you
what
just walk
happened.
in,
And
'cause
they're
you know
like,
how you
sir,
have-
you haven't worked for this company for 4 years.
Yes, agreed. But you know how when you're going to put your either your wristband thing or the card against that little Mickey thing that turns
Yeah.
green, you just go put the one that we had,
Yeah.
and be like, oh my bad, I had the wrong one, just to see if it works or not.
It's not. There's
I've been
not-
thinking of doing that. I just
You
haven't.
please do it and let
I'm
me
gonna
know
try.
how it goes.
Next time I go to Disney, I'll try.
You haven't worked there for like 2 years. There's no way it's working.
Yeah, go
I would imagine every few years they switch up like that card, even the parking one, right? So
I
it's like-
imagine 5 minutes after you don't work for the company anymore, you're already out of the system and
Yeah.
it doesn't work anymore for you.
I'll let you know.
But I
Still
mean,
got a
here's the
laptop.
thing about the most magical place on earth. Here's the thing about the most magical place on earth is that like they don't really like to tell you you're wrong. Like they're like, you're right, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
And then maybe you can get in that way.
Jason just told me that the day after he left, all his stuff was taken away.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't checked though.
They like showed up at his door. Hey, give it up.
I think he said he told me once I got a bunch of emails that were saying like, "Hey, you're done here."
I got those emails too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Just ignore them.
no. But the thing is, my larger point is nobody's actually checked.
Why don't you go? And then when they'd be like, "Sir, you don't work here anymore," you go, "I don't," and then like you act shocked.
I actually thought I was fired one time because I was like, I think it was a Black Friday. I went to the Disney store when they were still things and I was doing Christmas shopping and they're like, this card is not active. Are you sure? And I'm like,
Yeah.
if I'm fired, you're the one telling
Right.
me.
News to me, yeah.
I
Be a
haven't,
hard
I
way
haven't
to find
checked.
out.
It was a Saturday. It's like, as of Friday, I still was employed to my knowledge.
Number 4, physical mail.
This was never good.
No. When I was a kid, I guess if in the mail, I'd be excited.
I love getting a good letter.
Yeah, it was like, oh man, grandma was thinking about me, and there's $20 in here. Now it's like you owe the IRS $3,000.
Yeah.
You left your AC on for an extra day, you owe us $300.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
nothing good that comes in the mail. And I'm not talking about Amazon packages. Like,
Right. That's
yeah,
not mail.
That's different.
Those are
Yeah.
packages.
But mail, physical mail, terrible.
I hate the scammers in the mail that think that they can still get people. Like, obviously, scammers have moved on. They've evolved. You call people, phishing emails and stuff like that. But, like, the scammers in the mail, whenever I get a bill, it's like, you owe, Bob's Auto Parts $500. And I'm like, come on.
These
the
companies
fuck
have to
is
step
Bob?
up their game because they hit you with this person or current resident.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, hey, not important if this can go to anyone.
The second I see or current resident, you're out of here. Like whatever it is, you're gone. Yeah. Number 3, digestion
That's probably fair.
in
What?
general. Digestion.
What does that
Digestion.
mean?
Like, you used to digest better as a kid?
Like you could use to eat anything you wanted, and you'd poop
Like
it
your
out. and
metabolism?
Yeah, no, just like anything in general. Now, like I eat hot sauce, and I'm like, oh, pain coming.
Yeah,
Like,
but
tummy is hurting
You
right
could make
now.
the
Yeah.
argument though, as you get older, when you properly digest something and evacuate it, you're happy.
Yeah,
Whereas
but-
you take it like as a kid, you're like, I poop all the time. I don't have
but
any issues
the thing
here.
that the point that I have to think about it, bad.
Yeah.
Like I'm there, like I get something, I'm like, oh man, if I eat this,
Yep.
oof, we're in trouble. Number 2 is Christmas. It's a show joke. Tony gets it.
And also
it's true. Yeah, exactly.
A choke.
Yeah.
Excellent job,
Yeah.
Michael. Excellent.
Because man,
Is this
he used to
holidays
just
in general or just Christmas?
no Christmas. Like
When you used
Thanksgiving to me
believe
is
in
always felt
Santa,
the same.
When you used to
Yeah.
believe in Santa, like,
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
you used to believe in Santa.
We got to put a disclaimer on this thing now.
stop?
Yeah, because like I just remember getting up early and the presents, and then like you knew you were seeing like your cousins later, and
Yeah.
you like would dunk on them with the new shit you got. And
I
like,
had-
you know,
I had an unpleasant. I don't think he's still in the studio, so he may not hear this. Kugler recommended a Disney movie for me to watch.
why do you
Disney
seem so
Christmas
stressed
movie.
saying this?
With your kids or just for you?
I thought it was for my children.
Yeah.
There's no rating on it. It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
There's no rating on it. I don't like that.
Okay, so it's
NR?
Ludacris is in it.
On
It's a,
Disney- on Disney
it's a
Plus.
new Ludacris Christmas
Oh,
movie.
I've seen it. Yeah, with the guy with the glasses. The guy was in Get Out.
He recommended that I watch this, or said you should watch this, right? So I turn it on, and I'm like, yesterday get home, and I sit down with my daughter and my wife, and I'm like, let's watch a Christmas movie, because she wants to watch this, and I'm like, let's watch a Christmas movie, and like, spoiler alert, in the first 5 minutes of this movie, it's Ludacris going back to his childhood and basically telling you why he doesn't love Christmas. And in the thing, he goes to a mall, and he's like there visiting like the mall Santa or whatever, and the mall Santa sees that his mom has like a nice ring on or something, and then like the mall Santa asks like, oh, where do you live, little boy, or whatever, and he tells him, and then the mall Santa shows up at his house later on to try to rob the place on Christmas Eve.
Jeez.
So I'm watching this, with my daughter, where a mall Santa's coming into little Ludacris's house, and then Ludacris's dad is beating up Santa to prevent Santa Claus from stealing from their house.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, I'm turning this off and never listening to Cougs again in terms of like movie recommendations, because I may have just
But he
ruined
doesn't have
Christmas
kids.
forever
How would
for my
you
daughter.
know if he doesn't have kids?
It's an important thing whether the recommendation was made like, hey, watch this with your kid, or was it
I don't think
positioned
that
as
it
just, hey,
was.
this is good, check this out. But you just assumed Disney,
Yeah,
how harmful
well,
could it be?
the Disney Plus is what gets you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt like it was safe. So
what is the most risque thing
beware
on Disney Plus?
beware if
I'm gonna
you're-
find out. That's
It's
a
probably
good
some
question.
Marvel.
Or National Geographic.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure, there's animals having sex on there.
Back to Christmas gifts. I used to get made fun of by my cousins because on Christmas Day we would go in the afternoon to my aunt's house, and I would always be
Aunt Bonnie?
Yeah, decked out.
Did she have a ham there too, or no?
Yeah, she would actually, and I would always be decked out in like all new stuff I got.
Yeah. Well,
It's,
that's
like,
what you
on
do.
Christmas Day, like new shorts, new shoes,
Yeah.
new hat, and they would I would get made fun of as soon as I walked in.
Bro, you go
Yeah.
stun on them.
And then once I got to like teenage years, I was like, screw them, nothing. I'm not wearing anything new, and I would like rebel against them, even though I really wanted to wear my new shoes.
And you probably made your parents sad. Like, why doesn't he not like the
Yeah.
stuff we got him?
Exactly right.
Yeah.
What
So
was
in
number
reality,
one?
your cousins won again.
Numero uno.
Number one.
You hyped this one up earlier.
It cannot be argued.
You were like walking around the room showing
you had
people.
number
correct,
one,
and
yeah.
everybody agreed. The number one thing that's better when you're older is a teacher workday.
Better when you're older or younger?
When you're younger,
Oh, you said older.
Yeah,
my
but
bad.
why does a teacher workday stink now?
because you got to watch your kid.
kids
She's
are
off. You got to find something to do with her. When you're a kid, it's like, yeah, day off for no reason. Hell yeah. And now when you're a parent, it's like, well, shit.
Yeah, but you're not a parent, so this is only for
Hey, you
parents.
just
I'm not
say
worried
when
about
you're
this.
older.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now,
when you're younger, it's better.
yeah, but now teacher work days happen. I still got to go to work. Like the kids have off. I have to go to work.
Now all the teacher work days are on like random days. It's like Tuesday. I feel like back in the day it was like Monday, Friday. No, like maybe I'm wrong on that, but
I remember
like,
being a lot of
my
Fridays.
daughter's school. They're like Tuesday. All these teacher work days out of nowhere.
I remember, because I went to a Catholic private school for elementary, and then when I got to public school,
Where'd you go?
I went to a place called St. Rosa Lima in Miami Shores, right up the road here. And then when I got to middle school, all of a sudden we had Jewish holidays off, and I was like, "Yo, lit!" And then I was just extra days off. Yeah, I loved it.
All right, my list much more difficult to make than yours.
It was.
Everything's better when you're younger. What's better when you're older? You ask. OLI.
Oh boy.
Doing nothing.
Oh, boy.
Doing nothing.
Doing nothing is much better
When you're a
older.
young kid, it's like I'm bored. My daughter hits me with this all. Dad, I'm bored. It's like you're gonna miss this someday.
Exactly.
Being bored is. Wait, you're not gonna
Being
miss
bored
it.
is for
Whatever.
boring people. Boring people get bored.
You're never bored.
Never bored.
No,
He's
well, I'm usually
full of
never bored.
mess.
I got something to do. Like I always got stuff to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm an adult. I have things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And if my wife calls, I'm very busy.
But I wish I had nothing to do.
True or not true?
But
You
Yeah.
spent a
Always
whole day
busy.
yesterday making fantasy football
That
trades
is
instead
not
of coming
true.
to
That
work.
is such a fake
we
story.
could have done
dude.
this, already been done. We all could be home right now.
That's such a
We could.
fake
We were
story.
supposed to record this episode yesterday.
Yeah.
And we're looking around. We're like, "Where's Tony? Where's Tony? Where's
true.
Tony?"
We didn't even say that. You guys
Exactly.
We
No,
100%
that's a lie.
said that.
Me and Billy,
We were-
I even texted them both, and I was like, man, you know.
You did say the day before that you were gonna be
He
there.
did
That's
say
why.
that,
Yeah,
and,
but then I
and by
got
the way, part
busy.
of the reason we couldn't do it is because you were doing
Yeah.
Adnan.
Well, you guys didn't want to wait. Like,
but
I
that's
was
an
like, I'll do
actual
it after, but-
responsibility.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
An actual
What
responsibility.
the hell were you doing?
I was working.
fantasy trades.
I was not
You
doing
weren't
fantasy
working.
trades.
You didn't even edit yesterday.
yes,
Anthony
I
Mays
did.
edited yesterday.
No,
Yeah,
he
it's-
did not.
The
He did
only
do
thing,
some.
the
He did
only
the first
thing
2 hours.
confirmed
Oh,
you were
please.
doing was fantasy trades.
But when
not
Mystery
reliable
Crate,
source.
that
Not
was
even
done by
confirmed.
Mystery Crate.
Did
Yeah.
you make a fantasy trade yesterday?
Didn't we
That's
all? I
neither
mean,
here
it's
nor
trade
there.
deadline.
Did you?
I mean, everyone.
Hold on
if
a
you're
second.
out here.
Hold on. Did you make a fantasy trade yesterday?
Or did you attempt to make one?
No, he made one. I
He
know for
made
a
one.
fact he made one.
So there's a log of this.
What
Wow.
trade did you make yesterday?
Wow. First the bucket, now this.
What trade did you make yesterday?
I made
Him and his brother conspired,
Oh, that's
pissing off their
right.
there
league.
was no
Conspiration.
Yeah, for like I remember now for like a fourth round
was
pick
no
next year,
conspiracy.
Devo and some garbage for like
Not even garbage.
3
That was it.
superstars.
Just Debo and a fourth pick next year for 3 stars.
starters. Yeah,
Sounds like a juju trade.
It sounds like a. that
He
was
took
made-
advantage of his brother.
I did not take advantage of my brother.
Your brother didn't get anything out
I know.
of that
I know
trade.
you did. You told your brother, "Hey, bro, when I win this year, I'll pop you off a couple bills."
Nah,
Yeah, that's how that
Pop
works.
what?
absolutely false.
Next one, Cody.
Number 5, eating. Specifically going out to
It's
eat.
better when you're older.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
when you can pay for your own food.
Like,
Yeah.
or no,
I
that's the
hate
worst
paying
part
for
of
my
it.
own
no,
but I'm saying,
but you can get anything you
it's
want.
just like I can't tell you a meal that I had in my like high school years. Like, what's the best restaurant? Like, you know, like I guess it's just as we get older. Like now, I could think back to like restaurants I've been to, and I'm like, I love that meal. And it's
your
just,
your palate's more refined now, so you
Yeah.
remember good stuff.
and it's just like last night I made some chicken. I would have given a shit like my whole life when I'm younger. Like I don't give a shit about chicken, but last night I was so proud of myself, so feeling so fulfilled after just making some good chicken.
I love this watching Billy's like faces during this because he's like nah. But I remember that Billy has never eaten real ramen.
Right.
He's only eaten like cup of noodle.
Yeah,
That's real to
You
me.
can microwave it now.
real ramen is game changer.
Oh yeah. Next one.
For
Cody.
eating's not that important to me. I do it just for sustenance.
You don't like a nice
That's not
dinner?
true.
You don't like a nice dinner with friends?
That's not true. This guy's such a liar.
You don't ever
dude.
double date nice dinner with like
No.
another
He's
couple?
never double dated
No.
in his life.
I
There's
actually-
nothing like a nice. You get a couple bottles of wine.
That's
It's
right,
just like
dude.
it's just
Nice
a
little
nice.
steak.
It's like a nice night out.
I like the
let's
idea
get two
of
apps.
it.
2 apps. to
Yeah,
the
2
table.
appies, yeah. We'll get the potato skins and the mozzarella
Yeah.
sticks.
I like the idea of it, but it's just not something that happens in my.
But I'm
life.
telling you, you would like it too, not just the idea of it. If you did it, like you would be like
dating's
afterwards.
fun.
It's a nice. You always get in the car after.
That was
your
nice.
wife probably says like, "Hey, you shouldn't have said this one thing." But once she gets past that,
What
she's
is
like,
you have like top 5 things that you've said on a double date that your
that you
wife.
wish you didn't say?
No, not you wish. Your
Your
wife
wife
immediately
wishes.
said.
This
you
is
shouldn't have
this
said
is a
that.
stand-up bit that I didn't even come up with. I've seen this stand-up bit of like you get the report card as soon as you get in the car of like everything you did
the
wrong.
double date?
Yeah.
Like you think you had a great time. It's like wasn't that fun? And then your wife's mad at you because you said a bunch of stuff you shouldn't have said. I don't have an example. I was just being funny, but I like
That
to have
happens.
fun.
That happens.
So I'm sure I've stepped in it.
I mean, of course.
But I do love a good double date. Number 4, doctor's appointments.
We should go on a double date. We should go on a triple
you know what we
date.
should
Can
do?
I
We
tell
should do
you-
a quadruple
We should all
date,
go
dude.
get hibachi.
Wow.
All of us at one table.
Yes,
See, that's
dude.
not a good. See, that's not the good setting for.
But
it.
then I gotta
Yeah,
scream at Chris across the
That's
table.
true.
You're
You're
only
right, you're
talking
right.
to the next person you're with. Like I need a nice.
I wasn't here last week when you guys discussed this.
What?
But I was told that you talked about hibachi and you don't like it or something.
Did I
No,
say
you said. I
didn't
think
like
you said you're just over it.
I was sent a picture of a hibachi in someone's backyard this weekend, and I was totally confused as to why that was. Chris was on that group
Yeah, it was-
text,
it was
and then it
Coos.
was explained to me
No, it was
that
because
Chris doesn't like that.
He
or
just said
something.
he's like over the show.
Ah.
Like he just
Yeah, we
wants
talked
to.
about. I don't want the show. Just give me the food.
Yeah,
I don't.
Amazing.
I don't even remember saying
I don't
that.
want the
but-
volcano onion. I don't want any of that. That
Yeah.
was me, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I said that.
Okay.
I just want to make a little correction here. It wasn't Chris Cote who had to take about the hibachi and how they were all done with the show. It was actually Cynthia. Chris Cote was just in the room, hence the confusion.
Lee, we should do.
Oh, you're right.
I
Doc's
have
appointments
double
when
date
you're older.
requests backing up. I have a backlog right now.
Wow. Didn't know you were so in demand.
But you're not going to do any
Taylor
of them.
Taylor wants to hang out, and I said okay, but I don't know when we're gonna have the chance to. Me and his girlfriend and my
Paulina.
wife, and yeah, well, I wasn't gonna put his business out there.
It's her name.
Name.
I don't know.
It's public record, you know. It's fine. But you're right. Doctor's appointments are better
Doctor's
when you're older.
appointments, like they're useful now.
No,
I
I
feel
don't-
better about my life after because I'm like, all right, clear. Even if, I mean, if it's bad, obviously
yeah.
it's bad. But when you get you're good. It's just
The older you get, the closer you get to the really bad doctor appointment.
yeah, that's true. But like in my teens, I don't think I ever went to the doctor.
That's
Yeah.
very
Well, you were-
responsible.
I was just
Yeah.
like.
Well, you were young and healthy. Like,
I was just like, yeah, I never got sick, and like now I'm like every 3 months I'm like I just want to make sure.
every 3 months. That's
Not every 3. I mean, it's probably
I go to the
pretty
doctor
good.
twice a year. I don't go to the
for
once.
tune-up.
Yeah,
When's your real tune-up?
it's usually like in March. And
No,
then,
no,
and
no.
then
The real tune-up for you. You're getting close to that age where you're.
oh,
getting
bro,
the
pretty
real
soon I'm
tune-up.
getting the camera up the ass. Yeah, I'm right there. I'm like knocking on
I've heard
the
it's
door.
like the best sleep you've ever had, though.
I don't.
Speaking of
Everybody
that-
says that. It's just going under. That's all.
There's
it is.
nothing you're gonna do to make me feel better about that.
Number 3, sleep. I mean, when you're young, you don't want to go to sleep.
Never.
It's so hard to get my daughter to go to sleep. Now,
I can't sleep now,
really?
even when I try.
But you appreciate it and you love it.
Yeah, yesterday I knocked out and like got like I think because I knocked out at like 9 something.
Man, I don't know.
I was
how
up
you
at
do that.
5.
Man.
I couldn't go back. I was actually up at 3:30, and I was like, I need to go back to sleep. I
you guys get,
cannot
like-
be up since
Why-
3:30
why
in the
are you
morning.
Up at 3:30.
My body just wakes up because I slept like the allotted hour. I slept like 6 hours. That's like the most I'll get on a given night. So if I fall asleep at 9 o'clock at night, 9:30, the 6 hours is 3:30. I have to force myself to stay up certain nights just to sleep to a normal time in the morning.
I don't have any trouble with
Have
that.
you always had that problem?
No, this
So
is
it's
a
when
new
you had
thing.
kids, you started kind of getting that. Mm-hmm. I'm doing a tally of things to look forward to when I have kids, and so
Not a lot,
far,
huh?
Billy and Chris
Not a
have
lot,
given
huh?
me a lot of bad ones to look
It's
forward
the greatest
to.
blessing you ever had.
Yeah, you say
That's
that.
what everybody tells you.
say that, but then Chris is faking waking up. Or
Nah.
going straight to sleep.
We have like a minute for you to go through.
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I got
more.
two
Got
more.
two more.
Yeah.
A clean living room. I love it now. When I walk home, when I walk in my house and the house is clean, oh man, it's just
How
a
about
relaxing
this?
feeling.
How about when you've been at home, kind of earlier than your wife,
Yeah.
clearly, and you know the house is a mess.
Yeah.
Has there been times where she's walked in, house is a mess, you're in your boxers on the couch,
I have a question.
No, but
then all of a
I mean,
Food on his stomach.
and then all of a sudden you're a piece of shit?
oh, of course. No, but the move
Okay,
is when I hear her car get home, I get up
Have
and I'm
you
like,
ever-
I'm in the kitchen. I'm like, honey, I'm just started dishes. Sorry, I had to do stuff for work. I had a call. I had to Adnan, cinephile.
Have you ever been
Dan,
home in a time that wasn't expected? Your wife is not home. Your wife calls you and is like, "Hey, I'm on my way home," and things are a mess, and you just leave. And then she arrives home, and then you come after, and you're like, "Oh wow, I don't know what happened."
I don't want to get too deep into the specifics.
Sounds like
but
yes, okay,
I will
sounds
admit that I often
Will leave?
am home before I go get my daughter from school, and I might leave that part out of like my wife doesn't ask me if I was home before I make it seem like
You're just getting
right from
home.
work.
It was
going
all
to
in
get the
one
daughter.
swoop.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
30 seconds for the last
Yeah.
one.
Number one was actually sleep, but the sleep thing happened earlier, so
What?
I thought that it was a good time to do it. Number two is I already said number one. This is weird. I shouldn't have admitted that.
Why did you
A
even say
glass of water.
So true.
Overrated.
Nah, man. Like, when you
Overrated.
got good
Maybe that's
glass
why you're
of
not
water.
sleeping. You're not drinking enough water. If you want me to be honest,
Just
please.
chug an
That's probably what
entire
it is.
glass of
I've
water.
never
Hell
met.
yeah.
I've never met someone who wasn't a fan of water.
If I
Until
drink too much
met
water,
Billy.
my insides hurt.
That's the point.
The point is for your insides to hurt?
No, the point is for you to feel good enough for your insides not to hurt.
Check out all our shit. Okay, goodbye.